new Durk paperwork dropped and leaving people divided on whether it's a good thing or it's a bad thing. But what people are not paying attention to, we going to point it out clear as day. HNO, man, help Nash out by hitting that like button right now and getting ready to comment your thoughts as y'all listen to this. And by the way, y'all know by commenting at 300K, we're going to be giving away this or this to 2 lucky winners. Got to make sure that you literally comment and like every video. Let's get into it. Just gonna read through this whole entire thing, man. United States District Court for the Central District of California, United States of America plaintiff versus Durk Banks and all his homies. The court has read and considered the stipulation regarding requests for 1, continuance of trial date, and 2, findings of excludable time periods pursuant to Speedy Trial Act filed by the parties in this matter. The court hereby finds that the stipulation, which this court incorporates by reference into this order, demonstrates facts that support a continuance of a trial date in this matter and provides good cause for a finding of excludable time pursuant to the Speedy Trial Act, 18 U.S.C. 3161. The court further finds that 1, the ends of justice served by the continuance outweigh the best interests of the public and defendant in a speedy trial. 2, failure to grant the continuance would be likely to make a continuation of the proceeding impossible or result in a miscarriage of justice. 3, the case is so unusual and complex, which, pay attention to that word, that's some bullshit, but it is what it is, due to the nature of the prosecution and the number of defendants, that it is unreasonable to expect preparation for pretrial proceedings or for the trial itself within the time limits established by the Speedy Trial Act. And 4, failure to grant the continuance would unreasonably deny defendant continuity of counsel and would deny defense counsel the reasonable time necessary for effective preparation, taking into account the exercise of due diligence. Therefore, for good cause shown, the trial in this matter is continued from January 20th, 2026 to April 21st, 2026 at 8:30 a.m. The court is aware that Mr. Harbaugh, counsel for defendant Dontrell Wilson, is scheduled to commence trial before Judge Fernando Rocha on May 6th. That's the big U trial. The court sets the following pretrial schedule. Defendant's reciprocal discovery deadline, March 9th, 2026, and motion in limine, including motions regarding experts. 1, motions due February 23rd, 2026. Oppositions due March 16th, 2026. Optional replies due March 23rd, 2026. Hearing date / pretrial conference March 30th, 2026 at 3 p.m. The time period from the date the stipulation to continue was filed to April 21st, 2026. Inclusive is excluded in computing the time within which the trial must commence pursuant to 18 U.S.C. 3161 H7A, H7B1, H7B2, H7B4, and H6. The court further finds that defendant Banks, is joined for trial with co-defendants as to whom the time for trial has not run and no motion for severance has been granted. Pursuant to 18 U.S.C. 3161H6, the time period from the date the stipulation to continue was filed to May 4th, 2026 inclusive constitutes a reasonable period of delay for defendant Banks, who is joined for trial with co-defendants as to whom the time for trial has not run. No motion for severance has been granted. Nothing in this order shall preclude a finding that other provisions of the Speedy Trial Act dictate that additional time periods are excluded from the period within which trial must commence. Moreover, the same provisions and / or other provisions of the Speedy Trial Act may in the future authorize the exclusion of additional time periods from the period within which trial must commence. It is so ordered. January 13, 2026, Michael W. Fitzgerald, United States District Judge. I read that without messing up, bro. Proud of myself. So now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Let me give you a good thing real quick. That's $5 when you install that free cash app or tap the link in the description real quick. We're going to put $5 in your account. It's one of the only apps that's paying you to play. Yeah. They're going to pay you to play. That's it. That's simple. You can get PayPal. You can get a motherfucking bank account. Or you can get gift cards to see somebody like me. Like, oh, it's a birthday coming. I don't know what to get. But go ahead. Hit that QR code or tap that link in the description for the #1 app in both stores. That's the Play Store and the Apple Store. Crazy shit. That means we ain't scamming. We ain't on no Drizzy Drake with no steak over here. Hit that QR code or tap that link in the description. This is terrible. one thing's for certain, two things for sure. I think the way that I read the other one, I think some individuals took it as, oh, this is the feds going to say, cool. Where it seems as though the feds are basically saying that we're going to put up for a delay as well. That's not what the feds actually did. The feds just said, we ain't got a problem with it. They like this. No issue. Do what y'all want to do. We locked and loaded to go. Y'all got confusion over there. By the way, we just distracted y'all with that massive terabyte bomb. But honestly, what you should be looking at is this, and I'm just going to be honest. The way that the freaking feds move to try to add more shit in. If we start seeing by next month, because now it's looking at April 21st, this ain't, no, there's no way this is good for Lil Durk. I'm just going to be honest with you. Because you can find out more delays in other sentencing trials as they try to, dare I say, persuade some individuals. And you already had the Mama Duck lawsuit that just, well, the continuance of the lawsuit that dropped. I'll give you my thoughts on that one because it's not going to be what y'all think. But not only do you have that, right? You also have the delay, which means there's more time to fish and to discover. See, what people fail to realize is when you do the speedy trial, it doesn't matter about the allegations. It matters about strengthening your argument, meaning the feds have to strengthen their argument even further. Now, one good thing that I took from what a lot of people don't get is that there's not going to be that anonymous jury BS that they tried to do. Now, they're not going to allow the freaking defendants to know what they do, what it is they do, how it is they do, and all that. Talking about the jurors. But one thing for certain, two things for sure. They're going to keep on continuing this like an active investigation. It's not over. If you believe that the feds have everything locked, ready, and sealed and all this stuff, understand something. They threw away their original indictment. They had to look up and go, yeah, we drafted another one because that one is trash. Sorry if you got 3D glasses, my bad. The one of y'all just lied like, oh, yeah, I bet. I just hit the hell out of y'all with a goddamn paper ball. But no, on the real, this is horrible. And if I'm Durk, I am screaming, sever, 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 sever. I'm not ready to work with your slow-ass lawyers because my lawyers are the best. I have the best lawyers here, and there are going to be lawyers who are going to push back on what it is exactly that they want to do. Nobody is going to proceed exactly the same. If they told you that BS, go back to the YSL trial and look how certain lawyers were deciding. I'm not going to do that. You had Sadal with Gunna being one of the ones who said, hell nah, we going to do our own thing because they have to do what's best for their client, not the whole, not the collective. They have to do what's best for their client. See, what people fail to realize is when every defendant doesn't sign on with a motion, it means that somehow that motion could hurt me in the long run. It could hinder me in the long run. Doesn't mean it's an automatic plea deal because y'all keep on lying and saying certain people are telling. I do believe that within this time, because I think this is really we're getting ready to go. Like, this is going to be it. I really believe it's going to happen at this time. But this ain't no shit, but, oh, damn. Yeah, let's see if we can break one of these eggs. I don't believe they have a snitch in their midst as far as defendants go. Not yet, at least. Because we're not seeing no 5K 1.1 motions. We're not seeing none of that. So since we're not seeing what we're supposed to see, this is bad because somebody might crack. Y'all been in jail for almost 2 years now, waiting to go to trial. Durk over there sweating and panting and feeling like hell right now. He lost his damn dreads. Sitting in a freaking cell. Probably next door to Big U. No disrespect intended, but it's the truth. Big U is sitting in SEG as well. So y'all let me know your thoughts on this one. If you like, damn, Nash, I didn't think about it that way. Think about it that way. Nobody just shook back and cracked yet. But this is 100% the opportunity for the feds to offer a plea deal. Maybe they say, hey, listen, man, we're going to strongly recommend that you only get 30 or 40 years. You're not going to get away with it. because snitches never get away with it. They always got to do some time. But in this instance, shit. But y'all, let me know y'all thoughts on this one. If you like what we do, man, consider subscribing and turn on that bell to stay notified. A lot of y'all, what y'all fail to realize is YouTube no longer automatically turns that bell on for y'all. So when you hit subscribe, turn that bell on so you can catch all the updates. And yeah, like I say, man, help Nash out, bro, by commenting and let me know y'all thoughts on this one. These two things are given away at 300K. We are 28K away from that giveaway. We're going up every single day, man. We're actually probably I think last I checked, 40 or 50 subscribers from 27K away. Shout out Eddie George. But hey, y'all know what to do, man. Other than that, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Oh, click right here. I can't remember which video is going to pop up, but click right here to watch that video or click right here for the playlist called the Nightly Nash Podcast and get through y'all day.